Hello, so this morning I will be explaining my code to solve for the Molar solution that was given in our midterm. So our problem was to write functions to calculate the amount of chemicals needed in grams to make a molecular solution for CuSO4, MgSO4, and CaNO3 too. And here you can see that the molar mass, or the MM, was given for each of these compounds. So first we had to write a function which specified volume in milliliter and molar concentration in millimolar. So here I have my first function, which is just molar solution 1. And here it's a very basic function. It's function xy. So here what I've done is I have multiplied the the molecular mass of CuSO4 times x divided by 10 to the 3, which would put x in milliliter, and y times 10 to the y divided by 10 to the 3, which will give that millimolar. So essentially, this will help me calculate for 1 milliliter by millimolar. So that's not very useful for what we eventually have to do. So the second solution, the second function that I came up with was molar solution 2. And this function contains the concentration, volume, and the molecular mass of the solution I'm trying to make. So here I multiply the molecular mass times the concentration times the volume and divide all of that by 10 to the 6th. And again, this will give us the correct units of milliliter and millimolar. So here, this way, if I use this function, I can change the concentration and volume that I am trying to get. The third molar solution that I have here, the third function is molar solution 3, and this has concentration, volume, and formula. So in this function, I assigned MM with these values, and all of these are the molecular masses of the compounds that were given above in the directions up here. And then I assigned those numbers names that correspond. So 159.61 corresponds to the molecular weight of CuSO4, and so on. And again, what I'm actually going to be doing is MM, so the molecular mass times concentration times volume, divided by 10 to the 6th, the same as molar solution 2, except this is a little more sophisticated. So I used molar solution 2 to find the answers to the questions that we had to solve. So here we wanted to create a solution that was 0.5 liters, 0.1 molar of CuSO4. So again, I had to realize that everything was being divided by 10 to the 6th. So I had to compensate in how I input that data. So I'm using molar solution 2. So the first space would be for concentration, then volume, and then the molecular mass. So the concentration that I want here is, the concentration that I want here is 0.1 molar. So in order to get that, I need to type in 100, because 100 times 10 to the 3 would be 0.1. And then the volume that I want is 0.5 liters, and I type in 500. And then the molecular mass of CuSO4 is 159.61. And I did the same thing essentially for the second solution. So the second solution that we want is 0.25 liters, 0.5 molar, and we want that of MgSO4. So here in my second function, I was using molar solution 2 again. I want my concentration to be 0.5 molar. I want my volume to be 0.25, so I had to put in 250. And then the molecular mass of MgSO4 is 120.366. So if I run this, down here, these last two, you can see that the amount in grams that I would need to make the solution. So the first one of CuSO4, I would need 7.9805 grams, and for molecular solution for the second solution, I would need 15.0457 grams of MgSO4. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed.